Hello again, Card Me. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. I got a card in the background there. Very beautiful card. I'm not going to talk about that one just yet, but I'll get to it in a second. My random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Talked about one of these before, a different one. This here is my 1984 Phillies media guide. You can see in the picture there, you got Mike Schmidt kind of embracing a jumping and celebrating Al Holland. What you see here is a photo on the mound after the Phillies clinched the National League pennant over the Dodgers in 1983. Famously, in 1980, when they won the World Series, Mike Schmidt leaped into Tug McGraw's arms. And there's a lot of people who don't know the backstory, always wonder. If you see Tug, after the last strikeout, Tug throws his arms up and he's jumping up and down. And normally the catcher, after catching a last strike of a World Series pitch, will grab that ball and run as fast as he can to embrace the pitcher. And Bob Boone just kind of stood there with his arms raised, kind of mulling around home plate, slowly walking forward. And Tug, again, was jumping up and down, but he wasn't looking at Bob Boone. He turned and looked at Mike Schmidt. And what had happened, the true story is Mike Schmidt and Tug McGraw commuted to the stadium together. This is from interviews from Mike Schmidt himself. Him and Tug commuted to the stadium together that day. And he actually said to Tug, he said, hey, we're going to win this tonight. And when we do, you're going to be on the mound, and I want you to, I want you to wait before you do anything, because I want to get in that picture. He literally told Tug to wait for him so that he could get in whatever crazy picture erupted or was published the next day for the World Series victory. And Tug did that. He stood there. Eventually what happened is the other team surrounded him too, and just as they got to him, that's when Schmidt leaped up into the pile. And that's the picture you see a lot. So here, what happened is Al Holland repeated the thing. Mike Schmidt came over to him, and Al Holland jumped into his arms. So they were kind of mocking what had happened 3 years prior in this picture. But it's got Mike on the cover, so it's part of my Mike Schmidt collection. It's a Phillies media guide from '84. So there you have that. Today's random baseball items, kind of a comparison thing. It's not what I'm talking about, but it's an interesting history kind of a thing. What I have here is a Donruss Diamond King cards. The Bryce Harper here is from this year, okay? The 2021 Donruss Diamond King insert, or it's not even an insert, it's part of the base set. This one's number 18, Diamond King's Bryce Harper. And what I have here is the first ever Donruss Diamond Kings production. This one happens to be of George Brett back in 1982. So it always, when they started coming out with the newer Diamond Kings, some of them were pretty good. Some of them were a little iffy. I long for these days. I mean, people might not think this is a great picture, very flattering with George Brett or whatever, but I loved the artwork, always did. This artwork to me is it's almost like a photo that they just kind of painted over. So I miss the great artwork from Diamond Kings back in the day. Just wanted to show you off two different versions of Diamond Kings. This one here, I have the entire set of 1982 Donruss Diamond Kings separated out in their own little binder, even though they're part of the main set. If you look at the number, this one was number 15 out of the main set. I keep them separated in their own little binder. I'm collecting a binder full of all the old Diamond Kings cards from the 80s and 90s. So that's my random item of the day. And then to go along with that, my trivia question today. All right. I want you to name for me all 26 players. And that's what I'm asking. All 26 players who were on the original Donruss Diamond Kings team in 1982. And what it was is always one of the star player of every team. So it might give you an insight as to who might be on every team if you go back to 1982 and consider who was there. So what was the entire roster? All 26 cards of the first Donruss Diamond Kings set. And be the first person to email me with the correct answer. Again, I will include a repeat of the question along with my email in the description below. Be the first person to do that, and I will return to you a Donruss Diamond King card of Robin Yount. This one is from the 1989 Donruss set. You know, Hall of Fame card, always a good thing to have. Donruss Diamond Kings from '89. That is the prize. Tell me the entire roster of 1982 Donruss Diamond Kings. So today, what I want to show off includes that card in the background there. I'll save that for last. But I was in. I like to watch Jon Jabb's over the past his live, his videos, his YouTubes. He's been doing a lot of auctions recently, and I am very much a set collector. And every once in a while, he'll have sets up for auction. And recently, I was able to pick up a couple things. He was actually doing this particular auction for his friend Cory over at Rippin for Ripkens. So, you know, check out Cory if you get a chance. So let me show off a couple of things that I was able to pick up. First, really cool to me, because it's a set. It's the entire set of 1985 throwback style cards from last year's Topps. This is the entire 100 card insert set. And I have them all. You know, it was interesting. It's done by team name, it seems like. Angels, Diamondbacks, Braves. I got a Hank Aaron there. You know, Orioles, Red Sox, blah, 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 blah. It's all of them. I think Mike Schmidt, I'm pretty sure, was one of the Phillies included, because I have a Mike Schmidt card of this design in my set somewhere. So I'm trying to find where the Phillies are in this massive thing of cards. Who were some of the Cubs? Sandberg was there. Surprised they didn't do Banks. That's okay. Reds. Indians, only Nolan Arenado garnered a card. Oh, so sad. Al Kaline got a card. That's cool. Astros, a lot of Astros. They were young and hot team back then. Dodgers, they got a Koufax. That's nice. I thought maybe they would do Jackie Robinson. Marlins, Jordan Yamamoto. Brewers, Twins, Expos got Vladdy. Here's the Phillies. Harper, Hoskins. Actually, I thought it was Mike Schmidt. You know what? It was a different insert for Mike Schmidt, but there you go. And then Cool Clemente on the Pirates. So this is the whole set from last year's 1985 inserts. Oh, I think Schmidt was the update set. That's why it's not here. This was the base year set. So another set I got here was, I believe, 2009. Set of 25 insert cards from the flagship top that year. It is the Topps Stars, is what it was called. And it's just some of the stars of the game back in like '09. Alex Rodriguez, Maglio Ordonez, Justin Morneau, Josh Beckett, David Wright, Jimmy Rollins, Ichiro, Chipper Jones, Brandon Webb, Ryan Howard, Derek Jeter, Vladdy Sr., Manny, Jake Peavy, David Ortiz, Jose Reyes, Miguel Cabrera. It was on the Tigers by then, yep. Victor Martinez, CC Sabathia on the Indians. This was before he was traded to the Brewers and then to the Yankees, Sabathia. Prince Fielder, Alfonso Soriano, Grady Sizemore, Albert Pujols, Pedro on the Mets at that time, and Matt Holliday. So this was my insert set. I picked that up in the auction as well. And I got a couple odd things here. It was not the full set, but a large collation of what they call 1986 Topps Super Cards. This one was kind of cool. The John Tudor one was actually autographed, so that was a nice little twist. But it's the entire, not the entire, but several of the 1986 Topps Super, just the oversized cards. So it's a starter set for me to try and complete this full set. Shouldn't be too hard through trades and COM-C purchases to get them all. There are several missing. You know, I got about maybe 12 or 15 there out of 60. So I got a long way to go. Then also, something I had been thinking about for a long time. I have here the 1982 Kmart Brooks Robinson in a PSA 10. This was up for auction. I think I paid like $30 for it or something like that. And it's a gem mint PSA 10 of the 1982 Kmart cards, the first true box set of the modern era as far as I'm concerned. And I've been thinking for a long time to get an entire PSA 10 set of these cards. Again, they made billions of this set. I mean, they're everywhere. To this day, you can still find unopened cases of this set, this box set, lying around in people's warehouses. And I thought I'd like to do there is a PSA set registry of this set. And I thought, hey, I'd really like to do that someday. But, you know, each card's going to cost you about $50, especially of the star players. The minor players, you can get a couple for like, you know, $20 in a PSA 10. I know there's a couple of the mantles right now are up for ridiculous. One of them is on eBay right now for $9,500. And the exact same card, another one in a PSA 10, is up for $750. So people out there have no concept of how ordinary these cards are. It's almost beneficial to me to just go out and get my own box set for a nickel and send in all the cards I want and get them slabbed that way. Right now, PSA prices are a little high, so I will go out and shop for them as long as they're under $200. I'm saving myself. Well, actually, it's $150 now. They just reduced their prices. So as long as I'm paying less than $150 for shipping and purchase, I'm going to make out better than buying it myself and trying to get it slabbed. So I'm thinking about starting the PSA set registry of the Kmart cards. So that's why I picked this up. And then lastly, the card in the background there. This is one that he opened on camera for us. He was doing the Topps Americana, John was, a couple weeks ago. And he pulled this card. Or it might have been, I think it was, he bought a box, a collection of somebody for like $200, a huge collection. He was going through it, and he found this card. And I just threw in a comment, hey, can I get that card off of you? I had a huge crush on this actress. Her name is Meredith Salinger. I'm not sure if anybody even remembers her. She has a nice look. And here's her bio on the back, so you can pause and see if you even remember who she was or what she was in. But I had a huge crush on this actress when I was younger. I still think she's a pretty lady. So I said, hey, can I get that card from you? And he just threw it in for me. It took a while for it to get here, but it's finally here. So, you know, thanks, John. I appreciate that muchly. So there you have it. That is what I picked up recently from Jon Jabb and Cory over at Passes Live and over at Rippin for Rookies. I'll actually throw down a link to their channels in the description below. Don't forget the trivia question. Tell me the entire 26 card run of the original Diamond Kings set in 1982. And I'll send you this Robin Yount Diamond King from '89. You might consider that a little lame of a prize. You know, I'll tell you what, I'll even throw in the Bryce Harper of this year. So I'll actually send you these two Diamond King cards to tell me that answer. It's a lot to ask for just one card, so I'll make it two. I'll include the repeat of the question along with my email in the description below. Be the first person to email and you get those cards. So hey, thanks again for watching. Please consider commenting, and subscribe. I want to put Meredith right back where she belongs, center stage. I will be back again soon with another video, Lord willing. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, taking time out of your day to do so. Please consider checking back again soon. Love having you here. Thanks for stopping by. Take care.